Those of you that live in LA, this is a very familiar sight to you, I'm sure. Getting onto the 405, it's you know, on a weekday. Work is just let out. It's about 4:30. It's not nice. It's not a nice feeling. It's gonna take me 3.5 million hours to get to where I'm going, and it's not even a mile away. That's how crazy it is in LA. But the weather's it's a beautiful day. I don't have any hoes, but it is what it is. It's still a beautiful day. I still love LA. But you guys don't care about that. You guys are here because you want to hear about my thoughts on what Kodak Black, his recent comments, or not even recent comments, the comments he's made in general regarding dark-skinned black women. So this actually goes back quite a while. I would say about a year or year and a half or so ago, there was a video that came out where he was rapping one of his freestyles where he said, I don't want no dark bitch. I'm already dark. I don't need someone as dark as me. Something like that. I don't know. It was something to that effect. It kind of, it really didn't. I saw a little bit of a discussion regarding it. I think people kind of just chalked it up to just it being a dumb song, and he shortly went to jail after that. So the news cycle didn't really pick up on it the way that it would these types of things. So he kind of skated on that one. He actually kind of let that slip through the cracks. So now fast forward to an IG live that he did where someone was asking him about women that he'd like to fuck, and he actually blatantly said that he doesn't like black women, and that he prefers a Kylie Jenner type. Those that just I don't know if it's necessarily just a white girl, but women that look like Kylie Jenner or lighter skinned women. And then he kind of faced some backlash for that, but then he Then he went and I saw a video of him getting interviewed by Karen Civil, and he kind of just flat out said, I just don't like dark-skinned women because they're rough. I do like light-skinned black women. They're not as rough, and they're softer and they're easier to break. But dark-skinned women are just not for me. I'm dark-skinned. That's what he's saying. I don't need anyone who looks like me. And Karen she's doing the best that she can to try to get him to say something not fucking retarded, but it's just this boy is not media trained. He's not, he has not learned not to say shit like this out loud. Like, look, full disclosure, I don't give a shit what he likes, and you shouldn't either, honestly. Now, for those of you young dark-skinned women out there who might be, physically attracted to Kodak Black, I'm not here to, and let's just, stop with the who would want to be with Kodak Black. He's a famous rapper, all right? There are women that are going to want to be with him no matter what. Okay, let's just be real with ourselves. But those of you, young dark-skinned women that I might have been a fan of Kodak Black, and you hear this, and I'm sorry, he just is not going to look in you in that way. He's not going to be physically attracted to you, and that's not a bad thing. He's not wrong for feeling that way, in my opinion. It's his opinion. It's who he wants to date. It's not about who. He's not saying that these are bad people. Well, okay. Actually, let me take a step back. He did make a comment about how rough dark-skinned women is, and that's extremely problematic. But this all goes back to a bigger issue with Kodak Black, where he's just not media trained. He's from the hood. You got to understand, he's from the hood, like the real hood. He's not from he's from the real hood. Like he thinks that he could just talk like he does when he's with his boys. And for those of you that think that people don't talk like that in the hood. I'm sorry, that's just not true. That's people just say what they say, and that just is what it is. And it's not politically correct. It's not, it's not something that we want our celebrities to say and to portray, but it's just the truth. He is from that. And so, again, knowing that he's not media trained, you would wonder why his record label, his crew, they don't pull him to the side and say, yo, you cannot say these types of things on social media. You cannot say these types of things on camera. You cannot make these types of statements because you're alienating your audience. You're alienating people who purchase your music. Okay? Whatever. You don't like dark-skinned women. That's fine. But when you make statements like they're rough and you're talking about like, that's just problematic. It's not smart. And again, I don't understand. I think he's on Atlantic. Now, don't quote me on that, but I believe I heard someone say he's on Atlantic. Why would Atlantic not just tell him to shut the fuck up? Because he's fucking his whole shit up right now. I mean, he's making it harder on him. He has a pending rape trial, I believe. Also, like, I don't understand how they're letting this boy talk, because I don't mean to disrespect him. He's not a boy in that sense, but he's a boy to me. Like, I mean, if I say it at my age, whatever, fuck it. That's just, I'm willing to live and die by my statements, but he's still a kid. He's 19 years old. So I'm not going to condemn him. I'm not going to crucify him for the things that he says at that age, because I know how fucking stupid I was at that age and how stupid I kind of still am. And I just would hope that someone around him would just tell this motherfucker, just shut up, just stop it. Stop fucking talking. Like, just stop it. You're hurting yourself by continuing to talk and by continuing to make these statements. And that's all that I just don't understand why he continues to, and no one's like, there's no one in his ear. Like, what kind of management team does he have to have this continue to happen? So, Kodak, I wish you the best. I don't know what's going to become of that rape trial, but the same dark-skinned women that you might, feel are not as attracted to you, they could be the same ones that are allies in your pending rape trial. So I don't know. Maybe you need to think about that as well. Thank you.